Hi guys, we are back and I have with me the CS, Mr. Joe Mucheru, who is actually a friend. So allow me to call him Joe, if that's okay.
All good.
And you know, if you remember, the president appointed a task force that would look into how can we take advantage of blockchain as a country and as a government. And so we're going to be looking at that. And my first question to you is, what's the key role that this task force has in being able to kind of figure out how to maximize on the technology?
The first thing is, as a ministry, our responsibility is policy and strategy for the country.
Okay.
The country is moving, so you can't keep changing things on the fly. So a task force ordinarily will look at a situation that is arising, that is important, that the country must take into account, and then be able to recommend how should the ministry and how should the government operate. So the responsibility of this task force is to understand, first of all, the opportunities that distributed ledgers such as blockchain and hash graph and artificial intelligence, what opportunities do they present for Kenya? How can Kenya be part of it within Africa and even globally? How can we benefit? So they have the responsibility of talking to many different players, private sector, people in the education sector and so on, to be able to tell us, we believe this is the right direction that the government should take in terms of policy. And then we can look at the strategy and regulation, see that it marries, and we move in that direction. Right now it's a hot topic globally. Blockchain, is being involved in many different aspects of life that are changing, and as a country we should not be left behind, and that's why we have a task force.
Yeah. So me, I wanted to be in this task force, and I asked myself, see, I know Joe, how come I was not chosen? How did you decide who joins the task force?
So first we announced on the task force, and I think the interest came from not just Kenya, it was global, very many individuals, also companies were all interested. So we got about 400 applications, I think, in a period of like 2 weeks. So we took time. We said we needed people from private sector, we needed people from the tech community, people who are involved in blockchain, artificial intelligence, people who are involved in, let's say, the business. So for instance, we have someone who was involved in the ease of doing business within government and has been looking at how can we improve the speed at which government is able to offer services to citizens. We have people who've worked in government. The chairman, Dr. Ndemo, has been a PS in government and has really been able to provide leadership in this sector. We have people who've come from the mobile space. So we have people in the legal space. We have people in marketing. So we took a whole cross-section. If you check, we have people from from various communities. And also in terms of age, in terms of gender, it was not an easy choice because I think we have a lot of talent and a lot of skill. But the beauty of it is that the task force then will talk with everybody. We'll engage everyone and they will have sessions. And so everyone still has an opportunity to contribute. It's not that this is the only group. The task force will have a secretariat that will actually support them. And so that's how it was chosen. We had a team of people who are reviewing and then looking at the opportunities, and so here we are.
And I must say, the team is quite impressive. I know most of them, and I was pleased to see that the choice was actually quite on point where the different individuals are concerned. So is there any way that the public can engage, contribute their ideas, or how is there going to be an opportunity for them to engage with the task force or other members of the ICT ministry, perhaps to contribute if they have any contribution to make?
Ordinarily what happens with the task force is that they will call people. They will call public hearings, lectures, discuss with people, listen to many presentations from different organizations, different individuals. So everyone has the opportunity and the potential to actually join them and participate and give their information.
Fantastic. They
can send emails, so the chairman, I'm sure, will be sending the information as to where you can submit your proposals. But the idea is, as a country, what are our key challenges? I would say the number one challenge is jobs. People want to get jobs. The president has talked about jobs, and therefore they're going to look at what can we do with these technologies to begin to solve this unemployment problem. And I think they have some interesting opportunities. But alongside that, the president's Big Four agenda is actually all about jobs, even though you see it different. So you look at affordable housing, 500,000 new homes. All those are going to have masons, they're going to have carpenters, they're going to have electricians. Those are all jobs. You're talking of universal health. That means that not only are we going to have many more in the medical sector or the health sector, but at least we'll have a healthier nation and everyone is covered. At the moment, sometimes someone gets sick at home and it drains all the resources. We have food security. Now, if you're talking that we need to have everyone in Kenya with all the food that we need without having to say import, that's also a lot of employment in terms of the agricultural sector. And then in terms of manufacturing, we don't want to be left behind in terms of industrialization. So we have a lot of, say, agricultural stuff, but do we add value? Or do we just export our tea as is? We export our coffee in the same way. So we're looking at also value addition and all these different aspects. So what can blockchain, artificial intelligence, and all the things that go along that, what can it do to ensure that we actually take full advantage of these opportunities? Technology is at the heart of it. I mean, the president is clear on that, and we know that as ICT, we have a role as an enabler in all these different activities, and so we'll play our part, and we want everyone in the country, and even those in the diaspora, because we have many great experts in the diaspora, to actually come and join us in being able to transform this country.
Fantastic. That is awesome. In fact, on our next video, I want to talk about tech and those who are in tech and how they can participate and get involved and get their skills to that next level to be able to, you know, be involved and get a job in the opportunities that are coming up. So do keep watching, subscribe and share these videos. This is Rina Hicks and you are watching MoneyWise.